In our last session, we looked into what is a list and how we can index it along with slicing in list. In this session of ours, we are going to look into list methods, and after that, we are going to look into nested list. Now, moving into today's session, what exactly are list methods? Just as we looked into in our past session of string, similar to string methods, we also have some built-in list methods that we can use, and it will just make things much easier for us while using list. Now, a quick example of it will be creating a number of list. So I have 3, 2, 5, 4, 1, some random numbers, and if I want to sort them out, what I can do is I can just pass numbers dot sort. So I have my list, whatever my list is, and along with that I have my method. Okay, right now I'm just going to write out meth. Well, let me complete it out. Method. Now after that there will be parenthesis on and parenthesis close. Okay. Just by following this syntax, we can follow up how to write out a list method. Okay, how to execute a list method. Name your list name and then the method of it. Similarly, we have done over here. We have numbers and then we have sort. After that, is this will be the output of this code over here. After running out this line, that is numbers equals to 32541, I have created out a new list of numbers of some random numbers, and running this code will just sort out all the values present inside of it. Now let's get deeper into this by jumping into our Jupyter notebook and looking into some more coding methods. Now getting back to our last notebook file, so we are going to create a new section that is of list methods. I'm going to convert it to T, and I'm going to create out some new cells and create out some random cells. Okay, so these are list methods, and if you go into the notes provided by you, provided by us to you, so you can see that we have some more examples. We have indexing and slicing in list. We have the list methods. So these are all the list methods that we need to have a view upon. Okay, now we are gonna go through most of them one by one. Okay, going through all of them will be quite lengthy and quite a repetitive task. So we are gonna look into some of the most important ones. So first of all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a list, and probably I'm gonna use my old list of my fruits. Okay, so I have mango, strawberry, dates, apple, banana. And now if I want to append, or that is add something at the end of the list, I can use this one. I can create a new list and just plus them out, add them out together, or I can use my fruits dot append, and I will just write whatever I want to append it out. So let's say I want to write some new food, grapes. Okay, now if I check my fruits, you can see that it has been successfully updated. You can just read out what this function is, or what this method is, and what exactly this does. Then append adds an element at the end of the list. Similarly, if you want to clear all the elements from the list, you can just write out clear. If you want to copy, then you can just write out let's say backup my fruits. You want to create a backup of it, so my fruits underscore backup, and I'm gonna write my fruits dot copy. It will successfully create a backup of my fruits. Okay, if I check it out, it will be having the same thing. Again, we have count. It returns the number of elements with a specified value. Okay. If I want to check, then I can just have this, run it up, my fruits dot count, count 2. Okay, you can just check us check how many times it has been over there. So let's say for mango, I want to check mango. So mango is only once in the my fruits. Okay, let's check it out by appending one more thing, that is my fruits dot append. As we are having duplicate values, I'm gonna add one more orange. Okay, now if I take this code and run it again, mango is only once over there, but if I check it for orange, we are having two oranges in the list. To check, you can just view this out. So you can see that I am having one orange and two oranges. So the count of oranges are 2. Same thing, we have extend adds an element of a list at the end of the current list. We have index, return the index of the first element with the specified value. If you want to insert an element at a specified position, you can use this. Then again we have pop, remove, and again at the end we have reverse if you want to reverse the list. And then we have sort if you want to sort out any list. Let's check this out if this gets sorted. So if I check my fruits, you can see that everything has been sorted out from alphabetically. So A for apple, then B for banana, D for dates, grapes, mango. Alphabetically it has been sorted out. That's it for string methods. One more thing that I would like to discuss in this session is nesting list. Okay, so very important thing from now onwards, whenever we talk about nesting, this in a simple nutshell, the meaning is one inside the other. So when I said talk about nesting list, it means that one list inside of another list. So let's look into this. As I have told you that a list can have different objects, it can be of different objects, and even a list is an object, so it can be a list of list. Let me create a matrix out of it. My matrix equal to, I'm going to create one list first of all. Okay, let's do it something like this. Okay, I have in one, I have one list, that is my first list, that is 2, 3 and 4. Then at 2 I'm having what, I'm having again 6, 7, 8. Let me comma them out. Okay, and at 3, that is one more list, I will be having 1, 5, 9. Okay, now if I want to create a list of list, I can just write out the names of 1, 3, let's say 2, 3. If I check out my matrix now, okay, you can see that I have a list of list. If you want to index it, at index 0 I have 1. Same thing at my matrix index 1 I have this, and same thing for my matrix index 2 I have this. So you can also index them out. That's it for nesting list. Now again, if you go into the notes, then you can view that there are some homework exercises for you guys. So if you want to get your hands on dirty on list, you can just get into it and play around with this. Probably the questions are very easy to solve out by yourself, so you can write out the code and execute it successfully. You read out the question, there are some hints for it, and then just write it out. That's it for today's session. We'll meet again when we start discussing about our next data type.